Hi everybody, so doing something different here because I can't upload videos at the moment. I am going to stream my entry to Todd E Walnut's uh, 1000 subs contest. So got to answer some questions. Unfortunately I won't be able to show anything off because I am streaming. So the first question is, if your house caught on fire and all your family is safe, what is the one thing that you would collect? Unfortunately, my bedroom did catch on fire in 2014 when I had a seizure and knocked over a halogen lamp. I had quite severe burns on my elbow and my hip, my waist, but luckily they were so severe that I didn't feel anything. Had skin grafts and got took to a burns unit and actually wish that I had perished because my life sucks so much. But probably the one thing that I would have picked up would have been my portfolio of all my original art that I have. Second question, if you're on a desert island, what three films would you take with you? I would mix it up. I wouldn't take three films of the same genre, so I would take probably my favourite film, which is Alien. Then the classic Steve Martin film, The Jerk, his first film, which I still can watch just over and over again. I love it to death. And lastly, the Led Zeppelin reunion concert, Celebration Day, which I absolutely love to watch over and over again. Number three, which CD is in your car player? Unfortunately, I can't drive because of my epilepsy, so I've never had a car, never learned how to drive. But because I saw PJ Harvey at the beginning of this month, November 2016, been listening to her a lot recently. It's one of the best gigs I've ever been to. And also because Leonard Cohen died, I think it was a week ago. Been listening to him a lot as well. Absolutely loved him. And actually saw him as well. I was privileged to see him. And saw him where I saw PJ Harvey as well at the Sister Arena at the Clyde Auditorium. What movie is in my Blu Ray player? I started to watch Cavalry with Brendan Gleeson by the same person who did, same director who did The Guard, also starring Brendan Gleeson. But the last movie that I watched fully was The Lobster, which is just weird as fuck, very strange. Number 5, shout out a YouTuber. I would shout out Heather Parrish. She's just started a YouTube account. She's a aspiring musician, but doing it the old-fashioned way, not the old crappy reality TV show way, and a good friend on Facebook. Number 6, do you remember who your first sub on YouTube was? I'm a very old YouTuber, this is my third account. I've had 2 which have been stopped. It was probably someone like a musician that I subbed to, like Flaming Lips or Moby. Most of the people that I originally subbed to have probably vanished by now because I started right at the beginning. Number 7, if I could meet film stars, dead or alive, who would they be? I've got quite a list actually. I can't narrow it down to just the one. It would be Harrison Ford, because he appears in just so many of my favourite films, from the Indiana Jones to the Star Wars to the Jack Ryan films and Witness. So many. And he just seems to be such a cool guy. Brad Dourif as well, from the Chucky films to Lord of the Rings to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He just seems to do it all. Sir Christopher Lee, again, I think he's in the Guinness Book World of Records for appearing in the most films. And The Wicker Man, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and I think he's the oldest guy to record a heavy metal album, which just to see him do that is really cool. And I also love the Hammer horror films, which influences my next choice, which is Peter Cushing. You can't have Christopher Lee without Peter Cushing. And them two as well doing the Sherlock Holmes is really cool. And also Sir Alec Guinness and Peter Sellers, because I love the Ealing comedy films. And Peter Sellers, I just love the Goon Show. I think that is just, although that's a radio show, I just love the Goon Show. So yeah, I did over elaborate there. Number 8, what is the most underrated and overrated films in your collection? The most underrated, I would say, is, again, I've got so many films I can't really narrow it down to one. I would say Spike Jonze adaptation's very underrated. Even though it's got Nicolas Cage, it's one of Nicolas Cage's good films. Plus it's got Meryl Streep and it's written by Charlie Kaufman. You can't go wrong with Charlie Kaufman. His Anna Melissa is just absolutely fantastic. Definitely worth seeing. The stop motion animation in that is just mind-blowing in my opinion, and a great story as well. Then I have a whole load of foreign films. The Hunt with Mads Mikkelsen is just brilliant, and it really does make you think. Can't give anything away though. Pedro Almodovar's The Skin I Live In, and The Skin I Live In is just absolutely fantastic. Definitely worth seeing. The stop motion animation in that is just mind blowing in my opinion, and a great story as well. Then I have a whole load of foreign films. The foreign films. The Hunt with Mads Mikkelsen is just brilliant, and it really does make you think. Can't give anything away though. Pedro Almodovar's The Skin I Live In, Park Chan-wook's Lady Vengeance. I love that film. I think it's Park Chan-wook's anyway. Next question. Oh, and the most overrated film, without a doubt, it has to be Aliens. I just can't stand that film. I can't stand James Cameron. If I had Terminator 2 in my collection, it would definitely be that though, because I think that's all style, no substance. Uh, what films have the best artwork in your collection? Um, Again, I can't limit it. I've made a sort of nearly top 10, and that would be the Twin Peaks box set, The Complete Mystery. I just love the way it has the two images of Laura Palmer on that, and it's a great box set. The Pan's Labyrinth steelbook with art by Drew Struzan, who's just one of the kings of posters. The Raid steelbook, which has art by Jock, one of my favourite artists. The Wicker Man steelbook is absolutely fantastic. The Passion of Joan of Arc steelbook, which, as well as having a great slipcase, just the images of the actress, I can't remember her name, and it's just a beautiful film. I love that film. Dr. Terror's House of Horror. Still have to watch that. Got to get round to it, but it's got a great cast. The Lego Movie steelbook, and because I love it so much, the character, I have to include the Rocketeer. And last question, if I could ask Todd one thing, what would it be? I'm honestly struggling to come up with a question for this. So I'll just go with what's happened recently, I suppose, and ask him. Do you, do you think that the the elect do you think that the way that the US votes in the president is fucked up, and should it be replaced? So nothing film related. And that's it. I'll try and when I get access to the computer, which hopefully should be tomorrow, but that's when the deadline for this competition's over, so I just wanted to get it in on time. I will leave the links needed, such as the link for Heather's YouTube account and the link for Todd's YouTube account in this description. So sorry this is a bit lackluster, but it's the best that I could do under the circumstances. And take care. Peace for now. Bye.